In a peaceful village surrounded by rolling green hills and sparkling rivers, there lived a cheerful little boy named Tommy. Tommy had bright blue eyes, messy brown hair, and a heart full of curiosity. He loved nature more than anything. Every day he explored forests, climbed hills, and made friends with the animals around him. Tiny rabbits followed him through flower fields, squirrels happily accepted nuts from his hands. Colorful birds often perched nearby whenever he sat beneath his favorite tree. Tommy dreamed of discovering something extraordinary. One sunny morning, that dream came true. While exploring a hidden meadow beyond the village, Tommy noticed something moving beneath a patch of giant ferns. Carefully pushing aside the leaves, he discovered the most adorable creature he had ever seen. It was a baby dinosaur. The tiny dinosaur was no bigger than a puppy. It had smooth emerald green scales, sparkling golden eyes, tiny chubby legs, and a short wiggling tail. Its little face looked both curious and worried. The baby dinosaur seemed completely lost. Tommy gently helped the tiny creature out from beneath the ferns. Then something unbelievable happened. The baby dinosaur could talk. Tommy could hardly believe his ears. The little dinosaur seemed confused and far from home. It did not know how it had arrived in the meadow or where its family was. Looking into the dinosaur's hopeful golden eyes, Tommy made an important decision. He would help the baby dinosaur find its family. The next morning, Tommy packed a backpack filled with fruit, sandwiches, and water. The tiny dinosaur happily climbed onto his shoulder. Together, they set off on an adventure unlike any the world had ever seen. Their journey took them through enchanted forests where fluffy white foxes played among glowing flowers. They crossed crystal-clear streams where adorable otters floated on their backs while holding paws. They walked through meadows filled with baby deer, colorful butterflies, and singing birds. Everywhere they went, animals welcomed them warmly. After several days of traveling, they reached an enormous mountain range. Beyond the mountains lay a mysterious place known as Dinosaur Valley. Legends said it was home to many different kinds of dinosaurs. Tommy hoped they would find clues about the baby dinosaur's family there. As they entered the valley, Tommy stared in amazement. Massive trees stretched high into the clouds. Sparkling waterfalls poured down rocky cliffs. Beautiful flowers bloomed in every color imaginable. The valley felt magical. Their first destination was the land of the T-Rex. At first, Tommy felt nervous. The T-Rexes were enormous. Each one stood taller than a house. Their giant footprints shook the ground beneath Tommy's feet. But after spending some time observing them, Tommy discovered something surprising. The mighty T-Rexes were not bullies. They were protectors. One powerful T-Rex carefully lifted a fallen tree so a family of baby rabbits could return home. Another helped rescue a nest of colorful birds trapped during a storm. The largest dinosaurs always watched over the smallest animals. Tommy realized that true strength was not about being feared. True strength was about helping others. The baby dinosaur seemed fascinated by the T-Rexes, but none of them belonged to its family. The search continued. Next, Tommy and his tiny companion traveled to the land of the Triceratops. The beautiful dinosaurs lived in vast fields covered with giant flowers. Their 3 horns gleamed under the sunlight, and their friendly faces made them look gentle despite their size. Tommy noticed something special about the Triceratops. They worked together in everything they did. Families gathered food together, friends protected one another. Whenever a challenge appeared, everyone helped solve it. One day, a strong wind scattered fruit across a field. The Triceratops immediately worked together to collect every piece. No one was left behind. Watching them taught Tommy an important lesson. Life becomes easier when people help one another. Friendship and teamwork can overcome even the biggest obstacles. The baby dinosaur seemed happily playing with the younger Triceratops. For a moment, Tommy wondered if their journey had ended, but the little dinosaur still looked different from the others. Its family was somewhere else. With hopeful hearts, they continued their adventure. Soon, they reached the land of the Stegosaurus. The Stegosauruses were among the cutest creatures Tommy had ever seen. Colorful plates lined their backs like rows of magical kites. Some were bright blue, others glowed pink, orange, or purple. Young Stegosauruses ran around playfully while butterflies fluttered above them. Tommy noticed something remarkable. The Stegosauruses moved slowly, but they never stopped moving. Every day they crossed rocky paths, climbed steep hills, and carried food long distances. Even when the journey became difficult, they simply kept taking one step at a time. Rain never stopped them. Wind never discouraged them. They always continued forward. Tommy learned another valuable lesson. Big goals are achieved through patience and persistence. Even the longest journey can be completed one step at a time. The baby dinosaur seemed inspired by their determination. Each day it grew braver and more confident. Weeks passed. Tommy and the little dinosaur traveled through jungles, valleys, caves, and mountains. Sometimes they felt tired. Sometimes they found no clues. Sometimes the search seemed impossible. But Tommy never gave up. Whenever he felt discouraged, he remembered everything he had learned. The courage of the T-Rexes, the teamwork of the Triceratops, the perseverance of the Stegosauruses. Those lessons gave him strength. One evening, while exploring a hidden canyon filled with glowing crystals, Tommy noticed something unusual. A trail of tiny green scales lay scattered across the ground. They looked exactly like the scales of the baby dinosaur. Excited, Tommy followed the trail. The footprints led towards a secret valley hidden behind sparkling waterfalls. As Tommy climbed a rocky hill, he looked down and gasped. Below stood a family of dinosaurs. Several baby dinosaurs played beside a crystal lake. They had the same emerald green scales, the same golden eyes, the same adorable little tails. The baby dinosaur instantly recognized them. Tommy knew immediately. They had finally found the dinosaur's family. The valley filled with happiness. The little dinosaur was finally home. As the sun set over the valley, golden light painted the waterfalls and mountains. Tommy sat quietly and reflected on his adventure. He had started the journey searching for a lost dinosaur family. Instead, he had discovered something even greater. He had learned that courage comes from kindness. He had learned that teamwork makes challenges easier. He had learned that patience and determination help dreams come true. Most importantly, he learned that helping others often leads to the greatest adventures of all. The next morning, Tommy began the journey home. Animals across Dinosaur Valley gathered to say goodbye. Birds soared overhead, rabbits hopped beside the path, butterflies danced through the air, the T-Rexes proudly watched from distant cliffs, the Triceratops families waved from flower-filled fields. The colorful Stegosauruses stomped happily near the mountains. Tommy returned to his village carrying memories that would last forever. Soon, everyone heard the story of the boy who helped a lost dinosaur find its family. Children listened with wonder. Animals gathered nearby whenever the story was told. And for many years afterwards, Tommy's adventure inspired everyone who heard it. Because they learned that no matter how small or ordinary someone might seem, a kind heart, a brave spirit, and the determination to never give up can make extraordinary things happen. And somewhere beyond the mountains, in a hidden valley filled with waterfalls and sunshine,
A happy little dinosaur never forgot the boy who helped it find the way home.